One of the craziest stories we have seen in gaming in quite some time, guys, is a French gamer and a former Rainbow Six Siege player and cheater. By the way, this same kid had allegedly been banned in the game over 80 times, and hence why just over 2 years ago, he targeted the studios of Ubisoft over in Montreal, ordering a fake swatting on a supposed hostage situation. And I probably could have worded that better, but what this kid did was absolutely insane. As I believe this was back in November of 2020, this went absolutely viral as apparently armored vehicles and SWAT members had shown up outside an Ubisoft headquarters in Montreal. All of this because this kid had actually decided to call a fake hostage situation into the police and to act as if there were active hostages being taken in the building over at Ubisoft. And you might be thinking, okay, maybe he's just doing this to random people and he's just a scumbag. No, this was a targeted attempt at Ubisoft because of apparent differences that they have come to. That being him being banned from the game because he had frequently decided just to cheat in it. And he had been banned apparently 80 plus times across multiple accounts. That's how badly he wanted to play Rainbow Six Siege, but to do it while cheating. That's apparently the only way he enjoyed playing video games. And after apparently being banned so many times, he was like, I'm going to take it out personally on the dev and studio. Like legit insanity. So he calls in this fake hostage situation. And of course, as any good law enforcement would do, they send everybody. We're talking about SWAT, armored vehicles surrounding the entire building. We even have helicopter viewpoints and videos. So I guess a forewarning to all you viewers about the situation. Luckily, everyone remained unharmed throughout the entire thing.
De constater vous-même, ces personnes qui viennent de quitter l'édifice de Ubisoft là, sont appelées et entrent une à l'intérieur.
Définitivement, parce qu'on est quand même écouté peut-être même par les malfaiteurs. Là. À ce moment-là, il y a quelqu'un qui écoute, puis il y a des données qu'il ne faut pas que tu vas donner à tout le monde.
Luckily, you had Ubisoft employees or employees in the building who were finding out on social media that this was a hostage situation, except they didn't know what was real and what was fake. You can imagine when you see all of a sudden on Twitter, hostage situation in your office building, you might not, have the time to look into the details of what exactly was going on before you react of what you think it might be, a life-threatening situation. So you had employees barricading themselves inside offices, inside rooms. You had employees taking to the roof for safety of trying to see what was going on or maybe trying to, be rescued or block themselves on the roof. Who knows what was going through their heads? And well, it was all just this kid who had faked it. And even later, the police enforcement involved, the law enforcement involved, actually clarified the situation and what went down. And it was this young kid who did it all. This young 22-year-old kid named Yanni, who apparently was cheating in Rainbow Six Siege quite a bit, had many accounts banned, and he was also involved in other crimes of alleged DDoSing. One of them actually against Mojang, who makes Minecraft. I'm sure you guys are well aware. And he's now been sentenced to 3 years in prison for this wrongdoing. A lot of people who've seen this story said it should be way more. That's way too lenient of a punishment for something that could have resulted in people losing their lives. And I'm not sure, I haven't seen too many sentences like this. It does seem pretty light considering the dozens of people whose lives were put at risk all for a joke. Like certainly for a 22-year-old, you might have to crack down to teach lessons because this is a very prevalent issue, especially as I'm sure many of you guys know, in the streaming and gaming space. It's a terrifying thing that many of your favorite streamers have probably already had to go through, whether publicly or in quiet, of these people out there as jokes or hoaxes, just starting these crazy police calls to get streamers and content creators swatted. Like it's a very, very scary thing. I can't imagine having to go through that so many have talked about. And there's so many more who have gone through it who choose to stay quiet about it in fear of if they talk about it, it happens even more. So yeah, a crazy situation. And for one of the first times that I have seen, we have heard other streamers talk about their swatters, the people who called them in, getting jail time, which is a great move forward. And hopefully these charges can be easier applied in the future, depending on how laws or protections may change. But it's crazy. One of the first times we have seen an actual sentencing of someone who was called in a fake hostage situation or tried to have someone swatted, and he's just 22 years old doing it. It's insane. But it is a step in the right direction and a great positive note that should fear other people who do these things into thinking, hey, maybe I shouldn't be putting people's lives at risk. Maybe I could go to jail for this because it is a wrong thing to do. But yeah, crazy situation. I think it's it's a better ending than him getting off scot-free. So I will say that. What do you guys think? Absolutely insane. Till next time, drink up. Water, coffee. We'll catch you guys back here sometime soon. Have a good rest of your day.